Joining us now live is one of the victims who have experienced one chance, is none other than Grace. Grace, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you for coming on this morning, Grace. I must understand that you're very brave to have to just say this, that you are absolutely brave to be able to come on here to share your story with us this morning, and we appreciate you for coming on. Grace, might I just ask, thank you. Let me just start by asking for you to share with us what happened to you when you joined a One Chance vehicle.
Thank you. On the 12th of April this year, 2024. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. On the 12th of April this year, 2024, I was going to AYA, so at Carroll Bridge, I boarded a cab, and the cab was already full, and the whole four glass were wind down. I was the last person to join them. So I entered and we proceeded. Before getting to the AYA, which is the went to the Congress Valley Estate. Before there was a police station, the driver said, "Please, I want to buy fuel." And we're like, okay. So we navigated towards the police station to get the fuel. On getting there, they were not selling fuel, but black market people were there. And he bought from the black market guys 10 liters. And immediately he bought the fuel and we proceeded. Getting close to Abuja Barracks Bridge, he central locked the car and entered the speed lane. And that was how the first line of the whole four glasses came up. That was where I knew they were all, it was a tinted glass. And that was how they brought out gold. The driver and the one in front and another guy at the extreme end, they were all together, we didn't know. So we were three victims, ladies. And that was how, at gunpoint, they asked us to put our head down. Putting our head down, they collected our bags, collected our phones. So the guy sitting in the front was the one doing the operation. If you call your number, because everybody's phone was having a password, you dare not raise your head up. You call who owns this one. When you tell him, we tell you to tell him the password. Open the phone, went to accounts, withdrew money, and they also, when they collected all the money we had in our accounts, they went further to like, they saw an app called this loan app on my own phone, which is called Pay Money app. And they asked me what the password. I told them they collected money from two different apps, loan apps from them. And we were there, they were still driving. This thing happened at about 7 in the evenings. And that was how we were going. At the time they released us was after 10 in the night. We didn't know where they were going, but they were just driving. And the other guy was operating. We were even asking of our ATM, meaning they have a POS with them. But I told them I don't have a POS. I don't have an ATM. And so, like from the money they borrowed from the loan app, which is Fair Money, they borrowed 1.3 million from them. Another app called Palm Credits, they took almost 2 or 300 something thousand from that one. And my own account, I have 3 different accounts. I have First Bank, I have GC, I have Access, and I have OP, which is a wallet. All the money in the accounts, they cleared everything. From the wallet, I think I was having small money, like 18,000 something. From the Access, I was having about 80 something thousand. Then from my GT, that was where I was not specific of the amount I was having. And what they do, if they are collecting money from your account, they switch it into the account. They will collect money from your First Bank and send it to your GT account. Then they will now withdraw it from there. Or they will collect from the GT and send it to your Access. and collect for your access and send it to your friends and then move it out. So that was how we were that day. And at about, I don't know, we didn't know, but at the end of the day, they dropped us somewhere that was dark. They said, okay, they have accomplished, because they were in a hurry to go for another victim. It's like those people used to have targets. They used to have targets, so they were in a hurry to go for another victim. And the other victim that was with us, she was having a button phone. What they collected from her was 350,000. But the other third lady, she's a youth corper. She said her account was blocked. So there was no way they could collect any money from her. And they went away with our phones. And before they dropped her, they now said, okay, take your bag, your phones are inside, but don't open it until we drop you. When they dropped us in one place, they said we should enter the bush, that anybody that comes down, they will shoot the person. That they are just being nice to us today, but we should cooperate. And that was how we ran into the bush that night. As of the time we come out of the bush, we are gone. And it was a lonely place, very dark and lonely. And where we stood and seeing express was far ahead. So we now have to cross river to where there is light so we can know what is happening. But on opening our bags, the phones were not there. The only thing we saw was transport. They gave us transport money. Like me, they put 2,000, the other lady 2,000 too. Because they asked us where we are coming from and where we are going to. So they were like, okay, this one will take you to your destination.
Right.
And it was a good Samaritan that helped at the end of the day to take us to Area 1. So we're not asking the man, please, sir, where is this place? He was like, so we don't know. We said we don't know. We explained what happened to us. We said the place is behind the American embassy. That was when we said that. That's this place, and it's a very dangerous place. So he took us to Area 1 that everybody have to find this our way to our various destinations.
Mrs. Joseph, I must say thank you so much for just sharing your experience with us. But I have to ask you, were you able to go to the police? Were you able to file any report very quickly because we're out of time?
Yes. I couldn't go to the police that night, but the next morning, which this thing happened on Friday, the next morning, which was Monday morning, I rushed down to a police station close to where I reside in one of the satellite towns in Abuja. And when I met with the police people, I have to document my reports to them, and they were like, okay, I should come back on Monday. That I need to go and swear an affidavit, and I need to go for I need to get a police extract, which at the end of the day I got them, and I sent a mail to all those banks that they collected money from. I did that.
Well, I mean, we must say thank you, Madam Grace, for just taking out the time this morning to share your experience with us. We are so thankful that you're alive, as well as the other women, and such a harrow experience would have been traumatizing. But thank you for taking out the courage, or just having courage to share your experience with us this morning. Many thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, that's all we can take for our big report there, just tackling urban crime with the one chance menace that is going on in Abuja.
It's a very interesting story, that, because every location she mentioned, I know, so it's like I'm living through the story, and I know that these are locations that you cannot do without being at if you need to transit from home to work. Especially at the back of that American embassy where she spoke about, desolate place, especially at night. So I can imagine why they choose that vicinity to actually drop them off at. It's a sad situation.
I don't like Abuja at nights. Never did. Never done. Never.
It's safer than you think, but
yeah, the roads are too wide for me.
I also wanted to mention that we actually did extend an invitation to the CP Police Abuja and also the PRO. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it on the show today. They did extend their apologies that they couldn't make it. However, I think it's the second time we've invited them over, but they couldn't make it. We're hoping that the third time will be the charm, and they'll be able to. But good work so far, what they're doing in Abuja, helping to arrest the situation with the one-chance operators. We just only hope that next time we'll be able to have them on here to tell us themselves these efforts. Thank you very much in any case. So that's our first big report.
Bye.